Oh, voi pojat. Nyt päästään viimeinkin jatkamaan Fatal Framea. Mulla on aina semmoinen, mulla on niinku kolmosen kanssa oli aina session alussa semmoinen tosi ristiriitainen tunnelma. Mä haluun päästä pelaamaan, mä haluun nähdä mitä tapahtuu seuraavaksi, mä haluun jatkaa. Mutta... kun ei tiedä mitä tapahtuu. Mutta... Viime session lopussa kävi niin, että Fujuhi, ketä me oltiin menty etsimään, kuka juosi pois, viils kurkkusa hauki ja hyökkäs meidän kimppuun. Myöskin me löydettiin kaulaa-koru, mikä kuuluu tälle Hisakolle, joka on ollut kateessa nyt useamman päivän, ja me nähtiin näky, missä haamu veti sen veden alle. Sen perusteella en hirveän suuria toiveita elättele, mutta olisi ihan Jeesus sillä ei ole käynyt kuinkaan. Mutta jatketaan. Mitäs tapahtuu seuraavaksi? Ren Hojo. Tai Hojo? Ren Hojo, the author who sent Hisoka to find the photographs, takes a closer look at the album. One photo catches his eye, and he decides to investigate further. He goes to the inn with a camera obscura and Rui, his assistant. Okei, me pelataan siis Renillä nyt. Cool. En ostele mitään tällaisia. Come on. Niitä ei tarvinnut ostaa kolmosessa, ei tarvi ostaa tässä. Ei voinut edes ostaa kolmosessa. Toivottavasti en kadu päätöksiäni. Kahvia. Joo, mutta hei, kuinkas teillä menee? Kysä sen nyt vielä ennen kuin tää peli alkaa taas raiskaamaan meitä perseeseen. Ren Hojo, a writer haunted by a recurring dream in which he kills a young girl during a ritual. He receives an album of post-mortem photographs located on his request by Hisoka. Upon viewing one of those photos, Ren recognizes the very scene from his dreams. Eager to delve further into this puzzling mystery, Ren heads to the abandoned inn in person this time, bringing along his assistant Rui Kakamia. Mennäänkö me takaisin siis nyt sinne, missä me käytiin aikaisemmin? Mutta Renillä tällä kertaa. Sillä on sen oma kamera obscura nähtävästi. Jos niitä on tehty useampi, se on ihan selvä juttu. Ton on pakko olla tyttö, ei se voi olla poika. Pretty. Wow. Mitähän nappeja Ren oot oikein vetänyt?
She's beautiful, but she looks sad too.
Se on tyttö.
Isn't she the type of woman that you get nervous around?
Yeah.
She wants the D.
There may be more of this stuff out there.
Shall I call Hisoka?
No, let's go there ourselves. It'll be quicker that way.
At this hour?
It won't take long.
So then, shouldn't you take the camera obscura?
Totta kai.
You haven't used it yet. This could be your chance.
Ekaa kertaa, fuck yeah. Toi on siistin näköinen.
Off about that place.
Okay.
My camera obscura is on the desk. Hisoka sent it back after appraising it for me. It should take that shadow reading report with me too. It may come in handy. Rui is always complaining about me leaving things on the sofa. Rui aina vaan valittaa. Elikkä se on silloin tyttö. Pakko olla. All Sprite. Hetkinen, kun mä katson vaan. Mä en oo pelannut tätä taas pitkään aikaa, niin otetaan kamera siitä. Measure upgrade. This displays the current health of a locked on enemy. Oh, nice. It doesn't yet have a title. It needs some materials to solidify the theme. The bodies of recently deceased family members and loved ones were photographed in lifelike poses as a solemn keepsake of remembrance. While researching the phenomenon, I discovered that a similar custom made its way to Japan as well. Known as post-mortem photographs, a small number of these photos still remain. I have been fortunate enough to obtain one such photograph, which I found to contain a certain beauty lacking in its Western counterparts. When photography first arrived in Japan, it was accompanied by the prevalent superstition that photographs could steal a person's soul. Whether anyone truly believed this or not, it surely gave postmodern photography a special significance in Japan. If photos were taken with this belief in mind, the postmodern photographs would not simply have been taken as keepsakes or for mourning purposes. Rather, the practice may have carried a certain deeper spiritual significance. Elikkä porukka niinku, kun joku kuoli, joku läheinen, niin se poseerattiin semmoiseen elävää asentoon ja siitä otettiin kuva vähän niinku muistoksi. Mutta koska myöskin uskottiin, että valokuvat vois niinku vangita henkilön sielun, niin sillä oli semmoinen joku henkinen vaikutus myös. Tavallaan se, että sen sukulaisen henki edelleen olisi teillä siellä kotona, kun teillä on se kuva jossakin alttarilla tai vastaava. It's a reply to the appraisal request for this camera obscura. It urges caution in using it. Oh fuck, taas luetaan ihan sikana. Hisokalta viesti. To Ren Hojo. Mä sanon Hojo nyt, mun mielestä se on Hojo. The camera you left me to look at is a device known as a camera obscura. Its purpose is to capture images of the supernatural, things invisible to the naked eye. These cameras are incredibly rare, with an almost mythical status in the antiques market. A few have been known to exist, but this is the first I've ever seen with compound lenses. I don't mean to frighten you, but rumor holds that to own a camera obscura is to invite misfortune. They say everyone who has owned one has either died, lost their mind, or gone missing. The cameras themselves have outlived many owners. Totta. While some aficionados do seek them out, the stories of previous owners meeting with such misfortune has had an impact on their value as antiques. My camera obscura was left to a local family after its previous owner passed away. They graciously gave it to me. I believe yours is still usable, but please do exercise caution in doing so. Sincerely, Hisoka Kurosawa. P.S. The cover on your camera obscura is broken, but it seems it originally had a box shape. I doubt you'd sell it to me, but I would like to borrow it for a while if you don't mind. I am happy to compensate. Please think it over. I left the shadow reading report on the sofa. I should take it with me just in case. Joo, noita kameroita tosiaan on niinku useampi, mutta vähän hauskaa, niinku, niitä on yksi tossa Fatal Frame 1, toinen on 2, sitten 3 on se Renin. Ja sitten Rain, anteeksi. Sitten 4 niitä on kai useampi. Vai onko se vaan se 1? Ja nyt tässä on taas tämä. En tiedä minkä takia niitä on niin monta. Ne on myöskin tosi erinäköisiä kaikki. It may have some information that I could use. Who knows when I might need it. This looks like a report written by Yuri. It seems to be about the photo album. God damn. Found item report. Client Ren Hojo. Verified by Hisoka. Find items pertaining to most post-mortem photography of Mount Hikami. Obtain them if possible. Perform shadow reading using a post-mortem photograph found at Mount Hikami as a token. Locate album to custody of the object. Okei, Top Kek. Okei, minne me halutaan mennä siis? Me lähdetään siis sinne samaan mestaan. Joo, kyllä. Where did I put that book about Mount Hikami? Has Rui been tidying up again? It might be on one of the shelves. Vitu Rui. Aina siivoo mun kämpän. Ja mun ei tarvitse tehdä mitään. I came across this book while researching Mount Hikami. The Maiden Slayer. I don't think this story has anything to do with what's going on now, but you never know. Vittu 6 sivua! The Maiden Slayer. Mount Hikami has long been steeped in legends revolving around suicide and ghosts. Revered as a sacred place since time immemorial, it was once the worshipping ground and home of many shrine maidens. Once there was a man who fell in love with a maiden and came to the mountain in order to court her. However, she remained loyal to her duties and refused his advances. Enraged, the man killed her and threw her into the river. Vittu nice. What a nice guy. Several days later, he returned with a torch and a blade, and proceeded to brutally butcher all the shrine maidens on the mountain, tossing them into the river as he went. The waters of the mountain flowed red with blood, carrying the slaughtered corpses of the maidens all the way down to the pool of purification. It is said that the eyes of each of the shrine maidens had been gouged out. Just before killing the first maiden and tossing her into the river, the man's eyes met with those of his victim. Something in her eyes led him to murder the others, or so the legend goes. With all the maidens dead, he killed himself by cutting his own throat. The ghosts of shrine maidens still drenched in those bloodied waters have appeared on the mountain ever since. It is said that those who meet their eyes are led to their deaths. They follow the women into the water and drown themselves. Though only a legend, the story is believed to be based on an actual incident. Local records show that the bodies of several shrine maidens were discovered long ago, and that all rituals and rites ceased to be performed from that day on. Jesus! Niinku siis, elikkä joo, toi kertoi justiinsa, niin me luettiin aikaisemmin niistä Maiden of Blackwatereista tai jostakin, mitkä houkuttelee ihmiset niinku veteen ja tappaa itsensä. Nähtävästi se legenda sai alkunsa tommosesta murhasta. This looks like a part of Rui's journal. It must have gotten mixed here while tidying. I feel bad reading it, but... Ja sit sä avaat sen. Mr. Hojo can't clean up after himself. For someone who's lived alone for so long, he's incapable of housework. He can't cook and he's bad at tidying up. I'm more like his caretaker than his assistant. He loses things all the time, and whenever he doesn't have a book he needs, he blows up. He usually ends up asking Mrs. Kurosawa for help. One time when I was trying to sort all his books, there was one I couldn't find anywhere. It's like it just disappeared. Miss Kurosawa found it with her shadow reading. She went into his room on her own, then came back out a little while later with the missing book. She just smiled and said something about making the invisible visible. What is this shadow reading business anyway? That reminds me of that one time. I was tidying up... Tekeekö tää Rui muuta kuin siivoo? I was tidying up and came across something I'd never seen before. It was like Mrs. Kurosawa said, the invisible became visible. It was kept inside an old box. I don't even know what it was. I put it aside to sort out later on, but when I went to take a proper look, it had vanished. It must have gone invisible again.
It's almost sunset. We should hurry.
Jee, mennään.
Yeah. Let's go.
Lähdetään sinne vuorelle just kun on tulos pimeä. Nice mirror. Toimiks tää kamera? Joo, toimii, katsotaan. No niin. Muistan nää kontrollit taas. Okei. Okay. Hei, tulee pimeä. Lähdetään sinne vuorelle, missä on haamuja. Oh, shit.
There's a local superstition warning people not to go up Mount Hikami after dusk.
Ja silti te meette.
If you climb the mountain in the twilight hours, it'll show you a different form. Its true form. Only those who wish to die come here at that time.
Niin ette voi mennä aamulla sinne tai jotain. Miksi te olette nyt menossa sinne oikeesti? Ne on niinku kävelemässä sinne vuorelle just kun aurinko laskee.
You know,
That's the inn where the album was found.
you will die if you go here.
This must be Ichiru Manor. So, do you think you'll be able to use the camera obscura? I think you should try it out first, just to be sure.
Okay.
Bitch, I know how to use this. This type of camera obscura allows you to take multiple photos at once. Use the multi-shot function to take 4 photos at once, dealing more damage to the ghost that you photograph. Taking a multiple photos at once also helps to get fatal frame shots. After a multi-shot, the camera obscura will take longer than usual to reload the film. Keep in mind that multi-shots quickly use up a lot of film. Also, standard camera obscura lenses do not work with the Rens camera obscura. Okei. Mä käytin just Type 14 filmiä muuten.
Is the camera working?
Yes.
Well, you look like you, so yeah.
Is that a good thing?
We should go.
Man, she wants the D. I know it. Okay, no.
The older part of this inn, the part that's further back inside, it was part of some temple or shrine. After it became an inn, the proprietor's family lived here. There was a massive landslide that hit Mount Mikkomies. Maybe they were all buried under the rubble. Hey, it looks like the album you asked for was found in the old building.
Tiedän.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
Vittu, taas täällä. Mitähän me tällä kertaa löydetään? Mä en halua mennä tonne veteen. No thanks. The camera is reacting to something. Hold down ZR to find the trail. ZR. Okay. The camera obscura has the power to photograph the invisible. I wonder if this is the same as the power Hisoka used for her shadow reading. Jaa, ei mä mietin vaan jos niinku tää sais kuvia ns näistä traileista mitä me voidaan seurata. Me varmaan muuten nyt saadaan mennä sinne. Mitä vittua? Drowned woman. Terve! Hitto vie. Itse asiassa mä teen nyt, mä vaihan ton filmin tohon Type 7, niin onko se ladannut? On hyvä. Nyt voi ottaa noista ei hyökkäävistä hahmoista niitä kuvia paremmin. Hei, toi luukku oli kiinni, kun me oltiin täällä silloin Jurilla. Okei. No se oli. Nyt se taas on kiinni. The hatch on the duct has shut itself. It must have been the wind. Joo, varmasti. Terve! Woman in the shadows. Man in the shadows. Woman in the shadows. Okei, kiva. Onks toi herbal meds? Anna tänne. Jee! Terve! Hetkinen. Onks tossa... Ei kai. Mihin tää koko ajan reagoi johonkin? Se on esine. Okei. Hyvä. Lisää filmiä. Always useful. Mihin tää reagoi? Tää koko ajan ilmoittaa, että hei, täällä on jotain. Haluuks mä välttämättä nähdä, mitä tuolla on? En usko. Vai voiko tosta ottaa kuvan? Ei. Se on varmaan tuolla ylhäällä. Okei, mitäs? Hands waving in the dark. Mitä ihmeen hattivatteja siellä? Okei, mä en halua mennä tonne, toi näyttää spookille.
I don't think this is the way to the place Hisoka mentioned.
God damn it, sinäkin Rui. Minkä takia mä en saa mennä tonne? Mitä siellä on?
It should be around here.
Se on täällä, mä kyllä tiedän. Herbal meds. Se tuli lähelle! Venä, se haluu tapella. Okei. Yes, hyvä. Oh shit, you got fucked up. tuli testattua sekin.